Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, Editor-in-Chief of Total Retail. I am joined on today's episode by Scott Sager, who is the Chief Information Officer and Chief Technology Officer of GNC. Scott and I are going to be discussing GNC's recent launch of Amazon Alexa voice ordering capabilities and the impact that it's going to have on its customer experience and the business as a whole. So thank you for joining me today, Scott.
Thanks for having me, Joe. I appreciate it.
So as I noted, GNC recently announced the launch of hands-free voice-activated ordering via Amazon Alexa voice-enabled devices. So tell us a little bit about that process and why it was important for GNC to make this purchase option available to its customers.
Sure, Joe. So we launched voice ordering capabilities with Amazon Alexa enabled devices in the US February of 2022 as a part of our enterprise technology strategy. As GNC businesses continue to evolve and grow, we're always evaluating new technical solutions that will better service our consumers and support them in their endeavors to live well. Amazon Alexa integration is a great example of how we are pioneering ways to provide our consumers with the best shopping possible experiences, whether it's in store or online. Recently, we've noticed an uptick in consumer desire for personalized solutions. By providing users with Amazon Alexa voice ordering capabilities, we're simplifying this preference. And as CIO of GNC, I want GNC to be known as a technical destination for not only talent, opportunity, but also innovation to advance the business.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the use cases and how you envision, and you mentioned the capability launched in February, so it's been out for a little bit at this point. Tell us a little bit about the process for consumers that want to use this ordering functionality and how they interact with GNC through Amazon Alexa.
Yeah, not a problem, Joe. And if you want to follow along and set yours up now, we can do it.
That'd be great, right?
Yeah, basically the users would be able to link their GNC accounts during their GNC skill setup on the Amazon enabled devices or mobile devices where that app is installed. The skill will permit users who have accounts on gnc.com to repurchase their products from their last 3 most recent orders. Likewise, it will also allow and permit users who have subscriptions with GNC to modify those subscriptions. They'll be able to pause, skip, cancel, change their send dates, send immediately, or remove an item from their subscriptions orders. The skill will also allow users to increase or decrease the subscription frequency at the item level or the entire subscription level. Right now, our focus is on helping consumers to understand this functionality and leverage it as part of their shopping behaviors and habits.
Yeah, and I think, and I want to get into the subscription component here because I think that obviously aligns well with GNC's product lines. But I first want to talk a little bit about kind of the back end here and how the system is set up with your order management for Alexa voice orders, a new sales channel for the company. Can you talk a little bit about how that order management is handled? Is it the same as other digital e-commerce transactions? If not, how may it be a little bit different? And then I have a secondary part to that question, but I'll let you take that first section there, Scott.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So 100% it's the same as if you would physically go on our .com site. So orders made through Amazon Alexa enabled devices are absolutely handled the same way. And that was by design. It's a seamless process, just like a consumer would receive today. Once the consumer completes the transaction through the Amazon Alexa enabled device, we will send them an email notification confirming the purchase, again, just like the online process. Then on the back end, we create a unique order ID that tracks that order through our back end systems as it moves through fulfillment, distribution, and then shipping.
And since their already account has been linked to the Amazon Alexa, so their shipping information, their payment data, that's all stored correctly. So they don't have to, it's all set and they don't need to input any of that or say any of that information.
That is absolutely correct, Joe.
So then let's talk a little bit about the secondary part of this question is internally at GNC. Talk about the level of collaboration that was needed across not just your team, but others within the organization to make this voice ordering via Alexa a reality.
We're really fortunate to have a strong relationship with Amazon. We've got a very strong relationship with Microsoft as well. So as we're talking through all of the different technology that we could adopt, some of the partners that come to us and give us the opportunities to either be on the bleeding edge of technology, or just maybe as a secondary adopter, as we like to understand the adoption of said technology. So we internally, there were many groups that were involved, all the way from legal to IT to the commerce platform and marketing. We really wanted this to be a seamless experience, which is why, as I aforementioned said, it really had to flow through our systems just as a normal .com order to reduce any type of friction.
Yep. And I think it might be helpful if, for the audience's knowledge, when did this kind of conversation start taking place at GNC? Like we would like to incorporate this into our digital experience for our customers till rollout. Like what is kind of the timeline look like there?
I'd have to go back and really get those dates, Joe, of when we first had that conversation with Amazon. And then internally, for us, it was really once we decided that, that was going to be part of our digital transformation and inject that project in our strategy. Our speed to market is really quick. We've adopted other technologies like an API gateway that we have partnered with Microsoft that allows us to be extremely nimble and follow agile principles to be able to deliver functionality and technology like this very, very quickly.
Yeah, and deliver that quickly, but also make it convenient and easy and frictionless, as you said, for the customer. That's the whole idea here, is giving them another easy way to order product from GNC, which leads into my next question in terms of how your customers are currently using the voice ordering solution from Alexa, and then maybe potentially future uses. Maybe that there are other things in the pipeline that they might not be doing yet, but you think could be a future possibility. Tell us a little bit about kind of the customer behavior you're seeing, Scott.
Yeah, Joe. So because of this functionality only being available for a few weeks now, it's obviously gaining traction. We are considering this as our testing phase, and we aim to collect insights and learnings that will help us identify additional adoption opportunities and how we can best support our consumers. As consumers become more aware of our ordering capabilities and use it during their shopping experience, we hope to see more engagement on our customers' journey to live well.
So as early adopters of the voice ordering capability come in, I'm interested in any level of feedback that you've gotten at GNC so far.
Yeah, so again, as we just rolled this out a few weeks ago, we're still gaining traction and understanding the data that we're initially seeing. Right now, statistically, I don't think that the data would provide a lot of information right now. Again, we want it to be extremely relevant and that data driven. So as we continue to see consumers order through the Alexa device, we'll get back to you with additional data points. But again, our hope and future state would be that we will have additional engagement from our consumers, and again, allow this as another channel for them to shop.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into a follow-up about optimization there and how you can improve the experience for customers via Amazon Alexa. I would foresee, thinking about GNC's products, not all of them, but a lot of them, your customers are, whether it's a supplement, vitamins, they're taking them on a daily basis. So that kind of, prompts that you're going to be, based on when they were last purchased, they can get prompted that, they might be ready for a reorder, and they can do that via Alexa, things like that are kind of in that subscription realm. Is that a little bit of how you foresee customers using it?
Yeah, so our enterprise strategy is always focused on our consumer, right? It's consumer centric, period. Our customers and consumers are at the core of everything we do. one of GNC's core areas of focus is innovation. We're applying that mindset to the reinvention of our technology approach and how it supports not only the business infrastructure, but also the consumer experience. The technology, services, and products that we offer are designed to enable our customers with a level of successful shopping with GNC, whether that's online or in person at our stores. We are compartmentalizing our tech stack to help us run our business much more efficiently, as I previously mentioned, with our API management gateway to ensure that all of our transactions are real time. At GNC, we do remain abreast of new and existing solutions, and we're going to continuously evaluate those against our needs and our consumers, as well as our business strategy.
My final question for you, Scott, would be, you talk about wanting to be on kind of that, always be innovating and thinking of ways that you can continually improve the customer experience. This being this, partnership with Amazon and the Amazon Alexa voice ordering capabilities being another example of that. My question is, with so many options out there in the market, technologies in the market, how does GNC go about deciding where it should invest, where it makes sense to make the next bet? Because like I said, you can get overwhelmed at points with so much out there. I guess it's probably a combination of getting some feedback from your customers and the data that you have internally. But tell us a little bit about finding and identifying where you should be investing in for your technology spend.
That's a really great question. One of the things we always look at is, what is the market doing? What are what are other competitors and some of those trailblazers doing? For me, it's always what's going to help us have that customer centric experience with GNC. That to me is when you run into somebody on the street or one of your family members and say, hey, I went to GNC and I bought this product and it was great and it was everything I wanted, and then I went to the online experience and it was exactly the same. It was a very frictionless purchase. I received notifications all through the process of me receiving my product. That's where GNC is going to be at the forefront of our investments as well as our customer experience.
And I imagine being able to tie that back, that consistent experience, that frictionless experience, being able to tie that back to measuring the positive impact it's having for the customer is part of any technology innovation and rollout that you would implement.
Yeah, absolutely. What I wouldn't ever want to do is to have technology that maybe is on my mobile device that is not on my .com or my store associates couldn't use. So, I've seen this in other companies where they have this really, great piece of technology that is siloed. Mm-hmm. Well, that only helps that consumer if that is their the channel that they order through. GNC wants to be and we will be the holistic solution for our customers to, again, ensure that, when we talk omni-channel, right? My channel is the customer, period. Wherever my customer wants to be, that's where we're going to be. And whether it's online, in store, on a mobile app, or if you're at a triathlon or you're at a bodybuilding event, we're going to be there and be able to, support and serve our customers.
Yep. And to this latest now through Amazon Alexa voice as well.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I think I want to take the opportunity here to thank Scott Sager, again, the Chief Information Officer at GNC, for joining us on today's episode of Total Retail Talks and telling us about that company's rollout of Amazon Alexa voice ordering capabilities and the positive impact it's having on its customers' experiences with the company. Thank you for joining me today, Scott.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at mytotalretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review this podcast. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks.